I guess speaking of exercises and kind of the evolution of training, like, is there anything for you in your personal regimen and training routine that, like, an exercise you used to love? Like, were you a heavy squatter? Were you a heavy deadlifter back in the days? And as you've aged and progressed, you've had to kind of eliminate and substitute any of these exercises, or you're still doing the core that you were doing?
Squats is a great one. I love squats and front squats. I mean, I'm a guy who would put 700 pounds on the bar and do a few reps of front squats, with, that back in the day, obviously. Today, I mean, I've had quad tears, so I'm limited from that. But even before I had the quad tears, I might do 275, maybe 315 on a good day at, in my 50s. Going any heavier than that, it hurts. Okay. Like, as you get older, it hurts. And I know there's guys out there like Michael Hearn, my God, like absolutely incredible. He's he's a little younger than I am, but he's 50 at least, pulling massive weight, and again, you put us side by side, he would dwarf me. I'm a natural guy. He's a supposedly natural guy, but let's face it. And I love Mike. I'm not bashing. Michael Hearn is I know Mike very well. He's one of the nicest guys in the industry. Okay. So I don't mean to cause him any harm but like I said, I'm only giving him props. He's training he's squatting with 500-600 pounds still in his 50s. Okay. I don't know how. I don't care what drugs he's taking, what he's doing, but that's pretty impressive to have that sort of longevity. Okay. That's impressive. Me personally, I just can't. But again, I had a bad motorcycle accident. So I have a crushed vertebrae that changes my biomechanics. So squats just hurt in general. Deadlifts just hurt in general. So do I incorporate them? Yes. I incorporate them, but I'll often add squats at the end of my leg workout. You know what I mean? Where I'm not as strong, so that lighter weight is going to, and who was the bodybuilder that he's retired? Damn it. Anyway, he was called the X-Man, for those of you Tony Freeman. He was like 40 something years old at his peak. And his motto was, my goal is to make the lightest weight as hard as possible. That's how I train at my age. He's like, I'm not squatting 400. I'm not bench pressing 315. I'm trying to make 225 as hard as possible. You know what I mean? And there's ways to do that with your training, whether it's pre-exhaust, and whatnot. So as you age, I think, like we talked about this previously, it's like an old car. No matter how well you take care of it, right? Things start to dehydrate, the seats start to crack, the dash gets wonky and starts cracking, and time, no matter how healthy you are, no matter how long you've been training, time comes in, and our bodies just don't work as well as they did in our 20s. We don't produce the enzyme levels that we do. We don't produce things as quickly as we did when we're young. So regardless of how healthy you are and how long you've been training, you've got to sort of lighten the load as you get older. And that's my personal take, as well as many others. But like I said, Michael Hearn is proving us wrong. So again, I don't know how. I don't care what he's taking. It's pretty impressive,
Mike's a one of one, man. He's a rare gift, gifted from the man upstairs. And, I think he's here to maybe show what is potentially possible with the human physique, but not what's possible for all of us. But yeah, there's rare genetic outliers out there. Mike would definitely fall into the category with those guys. I think for most of us, it's finding the things that we enjoy. It's training intensely to the degree that we can while managing the rest of life that's out there. Everybody has a lot of things going on, but beginning to focus more on the longevity piece, right? How can I continue to train till I'm in my 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s and beyond? Because I think, as the research is coming out, it is, I believe, the fountain of youth, right? Muscle mass is the absolute fountain of youth.